Hi guys, my name is Fahad and my friends Mahmoud and Sultan, and our student is Misfir and Mahmoud and Jarrah. Today we're gonna explain the literacy strategy, which is the most important strategy right now is making connection strategy. Okay, we're gonna explain right now what does making connection strategy mean. Connection are what the reader can make between what they are reading and things they already know about it. And we have three kind of strategy. The first strategy is text to text, and the second strategy is text to self. Third strategy is text to the word. Right now I'm gonna explain what's mean text the word connection. Text the word connection are the large connection that reader bring to the reading citation. We all have the idea about how the word work does far beyond our personal experience and how we can use this strategy. First, we need to read the text one time, then we're gonna read it another time to make connection with another things that's happening in the world. So that's happening in the past or in the present or in the future. And also we need to answer this question: how does this idea in this text reading related to the large world? I'm gonna give you example for that. Maybe that's gonna be easier for you. Right, I have read some chapter here in the book. Right, I'm gonna read some sentence for you and I'm gonna explain how this sentence is connection to the text to the word. Right, in the sentence here, geographic organizer are one way that student can transfer the text on the paper. Alright, this connection, I remember my student, they usually transfer the information in the picture or in the chapter, in the chart, transfer all this information in the paper. So this kind of connection is text to the word, because I connect what's happened here in the text to what's happened with my student. So something that's happened in the world. Alright, and now Sultan or Mahmoud can explain that another strategy for us.
So I have the second style, the second type of making connection strategy, which is text to text. Text to text means when you are reading a text and you can make a connection during what you are reading with with the with the with what you are reading about. Even it could be a story that you read, or a book, or even it could be movie. Maybe the movie can remind you of what you are reading. Uh, the good readers can make the connection between what you are read and what you have read in the past. So, how we can use this strategy? I will show you I will read to you a paragraph that I already make a connection between what I was reading in the past and what I will read right now. So, this book called Master Practice in Literacy Instruction. I will read to you the one paragraph. As a student to progress beyond this stage, typically in upper primary grades, they move into intermediate literacy. This stage involves the development of skills that allow readers to use some generic skills to understand their literacy task. At this stage, students are better able to employ various cognitive comprehension strategies and can utilize fix-up procedures to address misunderstanding. In addition, they are able to make notes, activate background knowledge, and summarize their thinking, and so on. So, uh, it is reminding me chapter 9, which teaching comprehension in this book also. Students need to know comprehension process. The benefit of that are students will understand the word and illustrate what they what the text talk about. So now I will move on to text to self, and my friend Mahmoud, he will explain.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the text to self. Text to self is connection that student make between the text they are reading and their own the past experience or background or knowledge. In other words, how these ideas can relate it in their life. So I'm gonna explain to you how can apply this this connection. First, you have to read the paragraph or text, then you should read again because you determine the idea which related your life. There are some questions help help you to determine their ideas. The first question: what does the remind of in my life? What is the similar in my life? How does this related to my life? Now I'm gonna explain how can we use the strategy. So I'm gonna read the sentence and determine my idea in this sentence. Reading for the information is specific kind of reading and one that is very common for most adults. This sentence reminds me my experience. When I bought something from online, from store, I have to read before I bought it. I have to read more information about it. It's good for me, it's not good for me. After that, I decide to buy it. So there is some big question. Why is making connection is important? Because it helps a student clarify and deep understanding of the text he is reading.
Right, and right now we're gonna give you some story, short story, and we're gonna give you some schedule that I want you guys to write the connection that you found in this story. So,
You are ready?
are you ready for that,
Are you guys?
Okay. All right. All right. This is story. This is again. You're gonna write what you're gonna read in the story, and you're gonna make a connection.
You have to first you have to read this story. After you reading, you have to make a connection. What kind of connection to the story?
And then you will explain the connection that you make, the connection what you are reading, and the
Just give it.
connection that you will make.
All right, guys. Do you understand what you? If you have any question about that, you can
No.
ask her.
We will give you some moments to read the story, and then you can write down.
All right, guys. Thank you.
If you need any help, guys, with vocabulary you don't know or some sentence that you don't understand, we can help, even me or my friend.
Do you find something with you?
No, thank you. It's okay.
Good.
What do you have?
And the sentence here said that my mother's parents came from Hungary, but my grandfather was educated in Germany.
What kind of connection?
I think it's text to word because this sentence reminds me of one of my friends who was born in Iraq, and after the war, he and his family they moved to France. Now he can speaks French fluently, And in addition to French, of course, he can speak Germany and English, and he can speak little bit Arabic, but he's not fluent in Arabic. And I think that now, when you can talk to him or see him, all his stuff and all his all things that he can do, like a French person, yes.
So what kind of connection this one?
Text to word,
Just the word, because you connect the sentence to your friend.
yes.
All right, that's perfect. You have anything else?
What do you have, Miss?
I found one of the sentence that's interesting here. The one that says, in the early days of the war, my grandmother invited him to stop talking in German newspapers and taking an English language papers, or to read in English, I think. That's remind me of what happened here in the United States, 9/11, when the terrorist attack. My grandfather and my uncle, they were here in the United States, and my grandfather encouraged my uncle to not speak in Arabic, do not read in Arabic, because people here think that Arabs were terrorists at that time. So I think there's a connection and text to word.
Okay, good. You made a good one.
Thank you.
What else? Do you have another one?
I have another point too. That's text to text. The sentence here, the moment came and all soldiers, all rookies, none of whom had any training. It reminds me of an article that I read 2 months ago about the D-Day that happened in World War II, and the writer of the article was
Okay, Jarrah,
a rookie.
do you have anything?
Yeah, I found something. Sentence is even though Hungarian was his native language, he preferred German to all the other languages he spoke. I found this one's text to self.
How is that connection?
Yeah, it's the text to self. It's this sentence is connection to myself. While I'm a student in United States, I prefer to speak English. Even though my native language or it's Arabic, it's my country in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Do you have guys anything else?
Yes, I have a text to self too. I think it's text to self. The sentence said, my grandfather was the only one in his family to come to the United States. This sentence reminds me of myself, because I am the only member of my family who came here and is still here in the US. And I think this is related.
Yes.
Yeah,
This is
It's a
related.
great,
Yeah.
a great connection, actually.
Yeah.
Because you
What
have one.
Okay, I have another point too. It is about text to text connection. The sentence here it says, the moment came and all soldiers were all rookies, none of whom had any training. It's remind me of an article that I read before about the D-Day that happened in the World War II. And the writer, the character or the writer of the article was a rookie too, and he had no training in the war, and that's, I think it is similar to what I have read here in this text.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Thank you so much.
So, did you find that this strategy in reading is helpful? Help you when you're reading to
Yeah.
make understand of the story?
Yes, I believe.
I think.
Alright.
Yeah, it's very
Alright, do you have any question about this strategy?
No, I think it's
No, I think
all
it's
clear
clear.
and it's